Welcome everyone. So we are going to talk about 7.5 years, the Sade Sati effects on us, and how it's going to be affecting us, and is there any remedy towards it. So every 2.5 years once, there is a transition. All these planets revolve around us, and each planet has their own vibration on us. We all know it. So particularly this particular planet, Saturn or Sani, what they call. So when they come to a certain position, every 2.5 years, they keep changing. So when they enter, no, there's a lot of what do you call psychological disturbance. Everybody gets fear, and some people feel happy. Okay, thank God it's gone away. So they have some kind of antagonized it. So it is not the planet that coming on us and trying to create a bad things for us. It is a time what we are trying to repay. So whatever we have accumulated in the past, in the current life or the previous life, so there is a time for repayment. So when this transition happens, certain doors open, and automatically you will start repaying. So the idea is here is you will have to realize your mistake. It's a phase where it will make you think about what you have done. Maybe you might not even remember what you have done, but it is a phase to let go and forgive. So when this 7.5 years enters or exits, there's a lot of ambiguity, and I think one of the largest requests we had in our group is that we need to do a program about it, and it requires a lot of astrological details. But I'm trying to come up with a webinar now. So this month we are going to do it, and so here we are going to cover about the various aspects of Saturn in our human mind, psychic or the karmic related things. It'll be kind of a webinar. I would request everybody to, whoever wants to learn, definitely can learn. We don't need to know about astrology in detail. So we'll go in depth about how each and every, wherever the Saturn is positioned in each of these houses, each and every 30 degrees, 360 degrees around us, what kind of effects it has on those kinds of people who are born at certain time, and what are the remedies, because is there a remedy, because we know there's going to be a problem, and is there a solution? If there's a solution, what are the applicable solutions? Because usually when these kinds of transition happens, we end up doing some heavy puja or very expensive rituals or yantras or mantras, but there are very easy simple things. Psychologically itself you can do it. When you know that this is time phase for you to realize your mistake, go ahead and realize it. If it's time for you to confess, go ahead and confess. There is a phase where you will take blame for not your mistake, somebody else's mistake. Accept it. It's more about teaching you. We'll see the mythological and its meaning towards from a common sense point of view. So that's what I'm going to cover in the webinar. So it will be very interesting. I'm doing it for the first time, and this will not be like a transition related program. Like now 2.5 years I'm doing a program, and after 2.5 years another fresh set of remedies. No, this is standard. Once you know this knowledge, every 2.5 years, whomever people you meet around, you can at least tell them these are the remedies, what phase of Saturn they are undergoing. It is not that Saturn entering that 7.5 years period, that is your current 2.5 years before and after rasis, it's not counted. Everyone is affected in a different form. We'll analyze that, and accordingly we'll be suggesting remedies. So this is like a universal, what do you call, based on my research, a crux of what do you call, a tidbits of information. You can actually use it every 2.5 years for everyone. It's kind of universal. Okay, so the effect on Saturn on you could be very personal depending on your karma and the situation, but the remedies are going to be more generalized. So that will solve 80% of your any negative effects on you, where you can prepare yourself for that. So that is what we're going to cover. So do enroll. It's a 3 hours webinar. I'm not going detail like Gurukul like 3 days, because you need a lot of astrological knowledge for it. So do join us, and I'll share more details about. We'll go in depth about it, and we'll do it. So before I leave, in case you couldn't join or anything, there's a recorded version. You can always join. Many people in our WhatsApp community, they sometimes they came later. Usually I prefer them to come online, because you'll have a live interaction. It'll be nice to have people around the world at the same time talking. In case you couldn't make it, there is a recorded version. You can also go for it. And people who couldn't do it or afford it, go ahead and reach it. Very simple thing I can tell you is donate as much as possible, food donation, or engage in service in any place, orphanage, anything. Try to give more and see the selflessness inside you. That is the best remedy of anything. You don't even need to attend it. If you can do that alone, it's great. Then if you want to go much more detail and you want to go and understand the science with awareness, you want to do something, then the webinar might be helpful. So that's all I have, and I'll see you in the webinar for the 7.5 years understanding of Sade Sati or Ezharai Sani with remedies and its impact on human being. Thank you. Bye.